Yeah. There. So that's kind of where I feel, and also Leslie kind of has an insight, and then Tom too as executive producer of this um, season, which is pretty cool for him to be doing the final season and kind of really getting into it. And and he's also part of music selection and of course his own lines and being Lucifer, and he's a busy man. He's a workaholic, in my opinion, but he's a busy man, and I love him for it.
I agree. I mean, he technically has been a producer since the beginning, but I think finally getting that title, whether he's producer or executive producer, but yeah, he's kind of worked with the music supervision department, the music, and them in suggesting the music. Specifically, he's mentioned that, but now that I found, or, finally went on Spotify, found his Lucifer playlist, which is fucking epic. And a lot of the songs ended up in the show. I mean, the dude has good taste in music. But that's great. I mean, I guess it's true. They could be doing post-production while they're shooting. I didn't think about it. I mean, they are already. I kind of already thought about that, but then I was like worried that it was going to take longer for them to release. But now that we're in this huge streaming wars, I'm sure Netflix doesn't want to wait because people are slowly either stopping their Netflix subscription, or there's a legion of fans and Lucifer fans that are crazy threatening to cancel. So I don't think they would want to wait, but that's my point, is like they have more budget, they have more episodes. I wasn't sure if it was going to take longer. I don't want it to, but I was trying to be realistic with my thoughts, being like, it's not going to happen. But
and I agree. I do agree on that. It can be, with the budget and everything, but they might be pushing the budget closer to the second half than the first. It seems like they're doing a little more stages and they're doing it more from outside. And since they're doing it in the stages and more, I think they're pushing all that CGI, all that budget towards the second half, because I think they want to bring it out, getting closer to the final episode, which will be sad for all of us, including the cast and crew and everything. And so for that, I think the first half it will be lighter on, but on the second half they're gonna really push the budget's envelope till they basically run out of money for the series.
I probably agree, but just me being realistic that way, I don't get my hopes up and then get disappointed. So we should probably mention, I mean, we can talk about the show in depth we've already been 47 minutes here, but we should probably mention, because we slightly mentioned LucyCon, or Salute to Lucifer Convention. That's where we met. And let's talk a little bit about the convention and how it seems like a lot of us either found the show late, decided to go, like myself, or were some from the beginning of fans that kind of followed conventions and went. Because there's also a lot of Supernatural fans that went to LucyCon because Supernatural's ending, so they all kind of jumped ship, which is cool. But I was never a Supernatural fan. Sorry, Supernatural fans. Nothing against it.
Just neither.
But let's talk about how I had a blast at LucyCon. I don't know about you. A lot of us went by ourselves and ended up with a bunch of friends like you, and I met Vanessa, and now Vanessa and I are good friends, and a lot of other people. And I feel like most people, if they can't go to the other conventions that are coming up, which somehow I'm going to Lux too, but if they announce another Salute to Lucifer next year, I'm sure a lot of us want to go just for the reunion aspect, because it was a really good, fun con. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yes.
I don't know. And I haven't been to a lot of cons. I don't know the whole, I'm just now getting into the con aspect of my life. But I think just everybody was there because we were all had a common love for the show, but then we were all kind of like-minded people. So I mean, I'm sure there were some people that were probably not the best people to be around, but from everybody that I met, yourself included, I felt that there was more to just, we initially went there because of the show, but then when we hung out that Saturday night after the karaoke party at the bar, and we all just kind of sat there and drank and had a good time. We all started talking about Lucifer, but then we all had other conversations. Mm-hmm. And, what was your experience at the con?
I had a blast at the con, but my experience was, this is my first ever doing a photo ops. I had no idea what it was going to be like. Standing next to Tom, all that nervousness and everything, but I commend